Have you ever felt so frustrated because you feel so much discomfort in your life? Have you ever felt stuck or numb or feel like you don't know where to turn to get away from it all? Well, I have too. And I'm going to tell you why discomfort is your new best friend. Discomfort is the greatest gift you could ever ask for. Over the past 10 years, I have really tried to get comfortable with sitting in uncertainty. And as hard as I've tried, I still hate it. And I still think it is the worst feeling ever. But I have learned to become more familiar with it. Over the past 10 years, as I have navigated through the ups and downs of my career, and I have been going through recovery of my eating disorder, I thought that I would get to this place where I would like uncertainty. That has never happened, and I don't think that ever will happen. And I think most of us hate uncertainty because uncertainty feels terrible. It's scary and it's frightening and you don't really know where to go. I think that it's when we can sit in uncertainty and sit in discomfort and really listen to those tender, painful parts of ourselves so that we can figure out where we need to heal. We can listen to the parts of our life that are trying to tell us something, sometimes screaming so loudly. And oftentimes we're so scared of uncertainty, we're so scared of sitting in discomfort that we run away from all of those screaming voices, or we numb them out with the various long list of things that we can numb ourselves with, to the point where we just get used to not listening to it, ever. I think there are some people that will never listen to that voice, which is sad and scary. Because I think that discomfort is the single best gift that we can use to navigate our lives. It's how we know what we like. It's how we know what we're scared of. And it's how we figure out what we've been avoiding. I think it's really scary to figure out what you care about, because then you learn the things that you will sacrifice a lot to protect. You learn the things that you're afraid of. Maybe you see the things that you're so scared of letting go that seem too daunting, or that have too many side effects that you're just like, I don't want to face that today. And then you see the things that you've been avoiding. You see so clearly the things that you're too scared to step into. And once you see that, you can't unsee it. Without discomfort, I think you're living this life with horse blinders on that you don't even notice those things. Discomfort is the beacon on top of the lighthouse. It is the flashlight in the dark of night. It is the metal detector, beep, 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 on the beach. I should do sound effects for movies. Beep, 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 beep. It is the single thing in your life that you can trust to know, oh, that's something I should pay attention to. Oh, that's something I need to learn more about. Oh, that's somebody I need to call. Oh, that is something I need to say to this person. Oh, that is somebody I need to let go of. But without discomfort, you aren't urged to move. You can just surround yourself with an easy life, with beautiful things and wonderful people and sunshine, and who wants to change that? But if you really learn to embrace the discomfort, I'm not saying like it, but if you learn to embrace it, it can teach you so much about yourself. It can challenge you in ways to discover parts about yourself that you never even knew you had in you. I know the saying is nothing grows in a comfort zone. I really believe that. A few years ago, I was so unhappy with the music I was making. I felt like I was chasing commercialism. I felt like I was chasing a number one on the radio compared to just making music that made me feel alive. So I asked out of my record deal. I completely changed the structure of my whole career, of my entire team. My team today does not look at all identical to my team 2 years ago. And that was so scary. It was so scary to leave the comfortable structure of the house that I had built in my career. I had built from the ground up, I will tell you, from very, very hard work since I was a little girl. And yet I just knew it wasn't right. I knew it wasn't the thing that was serving me anymore. It wasn't making me feel connected and aligned with who I am and the things I wanted to do and the music I wanted to make and the festivals I wanted to play. I just knew I wasn't headed in the right direction. So I needed to make some very, very hard decisions. But I honestly couldn't have got there without discomfort. I could have easily stayed playing the festivals and trying to get number ones on country radio, and I would have been very unhappy. I think that's also the other thing about discomfort is if you try to avoid it, if you try to numb it away, it just ends up percolating into something far more potent. One of my therapists told me that if you avoid your emotions, it ends up becoming something that you put in a box in your basement. And you may not have to face it today, you may not have to face it tomorrow or 2 weeks from now, but there will come a day that all of the feelings that you stuff in boxes in your basement will one day just all be thrown out at once on your front lawn. And then you'll be looking at all of the emotions that you've been suppressing and putting away and all of the discomfort that you have been avoiding and numbing out will one day be triggered or just brought to the surface, and then you will have to deal with a lot of feelings and emotions at once. If you learn to listen to the little moments of discomfort along the way, you can deal with them in little segments compared to dealing with 30 boxes just thrown out on your front lawn and sitting in the mess of it. Oh God. It's getting darker and darker as I record this. Beautiful Quebec City is out there. Festival d'été is going on outside my windows. The Free Label is playing right now. I love the Free Label. I don't know if you can hear them, but they're like the best soundtrack. Discomfort is a mirror that oftentimes we don't want to look at. And it's hard to look in that mirror. It shows you what you've been avoiding. The things that you know in the pit of your stomach that maybe you need to let go of. The things that you know you need to face or that you need to go chase, or dreams that you want to pursue but you're just so scared of. It shows you the things that you're embarrassed to try. Discomfort is the best mirror we could ever ask for because it shows you where your edge is. And your true self is right on the other side of that edge. And sometimes people will go their whole lives without even finding out where that edge is, let alone crossing it and really discovering who they are. Uncertainty and discomfort is not a nice feeling. And like I said, I have embraced the feeling knowing that I'm just never gonna like it. However, there is nothing more enlightening than listening to discomfort and answering some of those things, facing those fears, challenging yourself, empowering yourself to become that person on the other side of that edge. Voluntary discomfort is usually what we put ourselves in after we have faced involuntary discomfort. I think it's the involuntary discomfort that is the true key to unlocking where you need to go. It's the true navigational system that's like, you should pay attention right now. I think involuntary discomfort is where the magic lies. It's the things that we don't see coming that really can unlock where we need to go. Everything that you want is on the other side of your comfort zone. I hope you can start to listen to your discomfort. You can start to feel something and be like, oh, why is this making me feel unhappy? What do I wish I was doing instead? Who maybe could I call to help me brainstorm that? I hope that when you feel discomfort, you will start to explore it instead of run away from it, because that is going to unlock the magic for the rest of your life. I just dropped a song called Magic, by the way. Discomfort is your best friend. The next time you feel uncertainty, the next time you feel very uncomfortable and awkward, say thank you and maybe just sit and listen to what it's trying to tell you, because it is the thing that will most tell you where you need to go.